If you are new here, welcome. And if you are returning, welcome back, baby. What's up? I know y'all probably like, where's she at? Where's she at? Where's she at? Because I normally pre-schedule the readings, but I figured y'all would come in and y'all would find me. Y'all know, y'all know how I do it. I have not gone anywhere. I'm right here. Here I am. Here I am. So let me just get the chat on because I already know y'all getting ready to come on in. So that being said, let's get it. Let's go. All right. So let's talk about it. Okay. What's up, JP the God? The first one in the room. Welcome, baby. How you doing? What's up, Abby? What's up, Rodney? How's everybody doing this evening? Welcome, welcome. Y'all forgive me for being 5 minutes late. I was over here. I know, right? Normally I pre-schedule the readings, but I had ran to go get some dinner for my daughter, and it was far, honey. I had to go all the way by the... Hey, lovely. How you doing? I had to go all the way by the mall and try to get back, get my son in the bed, sage cards, because we're going to use 2 decks we don't normally use, so I had to clean them. So that's why I was a few minutes late, but good evening. Welcome to everybody. Thank you for joining me on I Am the Light this evening. So that being said, let's get it. Let's go. Let's see what Spirit has for you all this evening. Okay. I am very excited. So the question is, it says collective. What did I title this? I don't ever remember the titles. You have been chosen as the one. Uh-oh. Hey, angelic angel. So this message might not be for everybody tonight. This message might be geared to my star seeds, my earth angels, the ones who have been called to a higher cause. Okay, you have been called, you have been chosen as the one. Now we're going to be using 2 new oracles, and I've used these oracles before when I was doing the individual signs, the Lantern Oracle and the Ancestor Spirit Oracle. Okay, so those are the oracles that we're going to be using. 2 new oracle decks tonight. I've used them before, but not really for a collective. So that's what we're gonna do tonight. So that being said, let's get into it. Let's go into the Modern Witch Tarot, and then we're gonna see what Spirit has for us. So Spirit guides, ancestors, great divine, I thank you for this moment in time to be able to go into the tarot for all 12 zodiac signs. What is it that you have for all 12 zodiac signs? By way of Holy Spirit, I ask for your guidance, please, by way of Holy Spirit. What is it that you have for us? And a protective light around myself, my home, and all that belongs to me, as well as the collective. I thank you in the name of the Father, the Son, and the Holy Spirit. So shall it be. Ashe. Now, how did I come up with this message? Because, of course, Spirit had me. They gave me a channel message on my way going to get the food. I seen a plate that said the one, and I said, that sound like a message, Spirit. Why do I feel like you talking? I said the one. Okay, so here it is. Hi, JJ from South Korea that just moved to LA. Well, welcome. Welcome to the States. And welcome to LA, even though I've never been to LA, but welcome. I bet it's fun. I know my baby's right now. She in Sacramento, my daughter. So let's see. Let's get into it. I don't think did I do this good enough? Let me do it one more time. What's up, Kiss JG? How's everybody doing? Look at all y'all. Y'all come on, get the lights up. It's 19 of y'all in here. Go ahead and hit the like button. Double tap your screen if you're watching me. What's up? Who is this? I rock from Ukraine. Well, hello, I rock from Ukraine. How you doing, baby? Welcome to I Am the Light. Let's get into it. Okay. I don't know why. I'm just like, I can feel. Spirit, what you got for the collective? I don't know why. I'm like, I feel a little different, y'all. I ain't lying. Holy Spirit, what do you have for the collective of all 12 zodiac signs? What is it that we need to know? What is it that we need to know? I'm doing good, LR. Welcome. Oh, I can already see where this is going. Okay, y'all, we're starting off with the Seven of Pentacles in the upright, the Page of Pentacles in reverse, the Star in reverse, the Five of Cups is in reverse, followed by the Five of Pentacles. Five of Cups was in the upright, excuse me. Five of Pentacles is in reverse. Okay. So it's looking like things have been moving rather slow for somebody out here. Okay. So somebody has been moving. Things have been moving very slow. Very, very slow growth. It ain't happening the way somebody thinks it should be happening. And so maybe because things have been moving slow, you thought that, things were not happening the way that they ought to, as far as with the Page of Pentacles in reverse. Like maybe I ain't got what it takes because things for me are just not moving as fast as I thought that it would be moving. So with the Page of Pentacles, you might feel as though, maybe I ain't got it. Is that how some of y'all have been feeling, like things have been moving slow? And as the Page of Pentacles, maybe I don't have it all that I thought I had to get whatever this is done. And you may have started to actually lose hope because things were moving so slow, that things were not popping. You know how sometimes you feel like, have y'all ever met somebody who they think that they have a great idea and they go, oh man, I already know this will be a grand idea, and everybody would just flock to it, right? Doesn't happen like that. Doesn't always happen like that. With the Star in reverse. And actually, there's a reading I did. Spirit just reminded me. There's a reading that I did where it talked about this. Where somebody thought that they had went and got the light. And then tried to, almost like how Moses went and got the commandments. But this person went and sat with God and felt like they had got something. And here it is. I'm going to come and I'm going to present it. And everybody going to just flock. That's not what happened. That's not what happened. This person, they came back and things were moving slow. And then they weren't making the progress that they thought. And so then we're here with the Star. Somebody started to actually lose hope. Star in reverse. What's up, Veronica Andrews? And then because things were moving so slow, Five of Cups is in the upright. So the Five of Cups in the upright, somebody started to feel a little bit of disappointment, a little bit of resentment. Well, maybe I got it wrong. So now they're looking at the spilled cups because it was like, well, this is just not turning out the way that I thought that it would. And sometimes that does happen. But then here we have the Five of Pentacles in reverse. But just when you thought it was over, Five of Pentacles in reverse, all of a sudden, you coming out the cold. It's a new day. So let's talk about it. Let's talk about why things were moving so slow to begin with the Seven of Pentacles in the upright. Y'all, please double tap the screen like my mind just said, please, JP. Yeah, slow going. Sometimes things do be slow going, LR. And, waiting on divine timing, it can feel slow sometimes. Let's talk about the Seven of Pentacles, Spirit. Thank you, JP. Okay, let's talk about it. Let's see. We got the Judgment in reverse, the Four of Pentacles in reverse, and the Knight of Pentacles in reverse. Yeah. Somebody was feeling like things just was not happening for them the way that they thought that it was going to be, with Judgment here in reverse. This is somebody who was like, dang, this is just looking like no mercy. You're not getting Judgment has to do with you feeling like you're going through a rebirth. But with judgment here in reverse, this is somebody that feels like they cannot. Hold on just a second, y'all. I got him. He won't be visible to nobody else. Made it that way. Okay, judgment here is in reverse. Sorry, y'all, I had to take care of that. So judgment in reverse. So you were not being treated with any type of mercy. You was probably thinking, okay, things are moving slow. Nobody's giving me a new start. And you thinking you got this great idea, right? I don't know why I feel like you got an idea. Even though it ain't saying you had no idea, the feeling I got is that you had this idea. But in the judgment in reverse, you weren't being treated. Nobody was giving you anything. Nothing was being released to you. No pinnacles was being planted. So it was like, dang, how am I ever going to get this started? And it just seemed like you was not getting the break that you so desperately wanted. He's still showing up. Oh, Lord. Y'all have to excuse it. Y'all know how it is. When I get certain messages, the trolls come out heavy. And I'm noticing, so y'all have to excuse the interruptions because I see what they're trying to do. So certain messages, the demons come out heavy. So excuse all the interruptions. I'm sorry. But let me get back to it. So here it is. No, you thought something was going to be released, but none of your pinnacles were actually making it to actually grow, right? So none of your stuff was actually growing. So that being said, you started to lose a little bit of hope because look at her face. She even looks disappointed. Like, dang, man, it's just growing so slow. Seeds that you wanted to plant weren't making it to the ground. 4 Pentacles. So then if they don't make it to the ground, stuff is not being released. And then on top of the judgment in reverse, it was like, dang, am I ever going to get this break? Like you just need a break. You know how sometimes they say you just need, like people when they try to break into show business. I just need that one opportunity and I know it's going to take off. But you weren't being given that one opportunity. So now let's talk about this Page of Pentacles in reverse. Spirit, please clarify the page. Thank you. The Pentacles in reverse. Thank you, Spirit. Page of Pentacles in reverse is being clarified by the Queen of Wands in the upright, 5 of Wands in reverse, and the Hermit in reverse. See, with the Page of Pentacles, even though, okay, Page of Pentacles, you was feeling like you didn't have everything you needed at all. Now, this is bad enough when you're the Page of Pentacles in the upright. This is like you have a new money-making idea, but you really don't have all the funds to get it off the ground. Okay, so it's like I got a little bit, but this is not enough to get nothing established. You know what I'm saying? Like if you had a business and you was trying to buy all the materials you needed, you can't do it as a Page of Pentacles. This is a singular seed. And then this is just you probably, trying to get just your foot in the door. And then you got to plant the seed as the Knight of Pentacles. And yours was in reverse. So it was like, dang, I got this seed, but I ain't even got the stuff to get it in the ground to make it grow. Because you were in reverse. So now it's like, okay, I don't know what I'm going to do. But that's how you feel it. I don't know what I'm going to do. Page of Pentacles is in reverse, being clarified by the Queen of Wands upright and the 5 of Wands. So you're like, okay, I know what I need to do. Part of what I need to do is go through some sort of transformation to come out of this chaos and conflict. Because it was feeling almost like your hands was tied. So you got to thinking like, okay, I need to regenerate. somehow. I'm going to have to make some changes if I want to come out of the chaos and the conflict. And so maybe one of the things that you had to do was you had to stop being closed off. Because maybe the reason, part of why things weren't getting off the ground was because you were hidden. And now, because the hermit is somebody who's off hidden by themselves. You're in your shell. But maybe it was time for you to come out of your shell and stop hiding and go through some sort of transformation, because the Queen of Wands she's out here, she's bold. You're going to have to start talking. You're going to have to be more charismatic, and people are going to have to see you in order for you to get this off the ground. Okay, let's talk about the star in reverse. Sorry, JP, you're going to be busy tonight, baby. You're going to be busy tonight. Y'all, please hit the like button. For y'all, it's 66 people in here and only 26 likes. Shame. Y'all double tap that screen for me and let's get these likes up, please, and thank you. Let's talk about the star in reverse. Star in reverse is going to be clarified by the 10 of Pentacles in reverse, the 9 of Cups in reverse, and the Knight of Cups in reverse. So part of the reason why you were feeling so hopeless. Now, you know you need to go through some sort of transformation. You need to come out of your shell. And the Queen of Wands is beautiful. She's charismatic. She's happy. This is somebody who is bubbly. She has a great personality, all of that. So you know you got to go through some sort of regeneration. Because a lot of times on the Queen of Wands, they had those salamanders. So it's like that has to do with, you know, transformation. So that being said here, you got the Knight of Cups clarifying the star in reverse, the Knight of Cups, the 9 of Cups in reverse, and the 10 of Pentacles in reverse. So it's like you were wondering where you going to be given an offer. Knight of Cups. This is like somebody coming in as your knight in shining armor. Is anybody going to give me an offer? Because that's all you was looking for, was an opportunity, right? So you're looking for an opportunity, and then with the 9 of Cups here in reverse and then the 10 of Pentacles in reverse, it's like, let me clarify this 9 of Cups. Spirit, clarify this 9 of Cups. I get the 10 of Pentacles, but what is going on with this 9 of Cups? Because this is an overindulgent. Clarify this 9 of Cups, please. Nine of Cups. Okay. You realize that you may have wanted somebody to come in and give you this opportunity, but it does not look like that was going to happen. It did not look like that was going to happen for somebody to come in and give you your opportunity. So you're going to have to make some changes here, because there was not enough in order for you to get this thing off the ground. So you was already in the Page of Pentacles, right? And so you didn't have nobody coming in to give you no 10 Pentacles. You're the 10 of Pentacles in reverse. So it was like you had to look at things differently, from a different perspective. 9 of Cups here is saying that's overindulgence. So you could not overindulge on spending because you didn't have nobody to come in and rescue you anyway. So it's like, dang, if somebody don't come in and give me this leg up, how am I ever going to get this off the ground? Right? So when I clarified the 9 of Cups, it said you don't want to be juggling. So you had to come in as the Queen of Pentacles. I mean, the Queen of Swords. Okay, if I don't want to juggle financially or emotionally, and I don't want to feel defeated, I'm going to have to stop overindulging and spending too much money, because there ain't enough money to get this thing off the ground. So that means that you were going to have to make some changes. Remember I said, as the Queen of Wands, you're going to have to make some adjustments. You're going to have to transform. And one of the things that was going to have to transform clearly was your spending habits. So that was one of the things that was going to have to change, because if you got this goal or this thing where you think that this was beneficial, somebody was going to have to invest, and it's already looking like, well, the money ain't coming in and ain't nobody coming in to rescue you to get it off the ground. So that was the problem. There was nobody coming in to rescue you and offer you this cup to say, hey, I got the seed money for you to get your project off the ground. Go ahead and take it and get that going. That's not what happened. So now you're sitting up here, and some of y'all was like in regret because it's like, dang, I got this great idea. And then you know how sometimes they say, I tell y'all all the time, you want an idea that goes from your head, that is tangible, that you can hold in your hands, right? Well, this person was starting to feel like they started to feel a lot of regret. And they started to mourn because it was looking like this thing that they had, this idea, this project was never going to get off the ground because I don't have the money. I don't have anybody coming in as my knight in shining armor. And so the only way that this is going to halfway work is if I transform my money. But I don't have, so I can't overindulge on my spending, but I already don't have enough. How am I going to get this off the ground? Let's talk about the Five of Cups, because now you're in mourning about it. Y'all, please hit the like button. The 72 of y'all that are in here, it's not going to hurt you to hit the like button. It will help the message. If you feel like I am watch worthy, and 72 of y'all apparently do, please hit the like button. Hit that double tap your screen. And thank you to those that leave, because I don't want to pick up on your on your energy. That's right. Big money making ideas. Angelica, Angel. All right, let's talk about the Five of Cups. This regret. Spirit, clarify the Five of Cups in the upright. Five of Cups in the upright is being clarified by the Nine of Swords in the upright. The Eight of Wands is in reverse, and the Sun is in reverse. So you started to lose. This is, to me, is almost like you started to feel regret and mourning because maybe you started to lose hope. It was stressing you out, right? Somebody started going through the dark night of the soul because it was like the disappointment. How am I going to do this? How am I going to do this by myself? You started to stress out. It's something here, though, that looks like you wanted to do, but there was nobody coming in. Nobody was giving you, I mean, it was judgment in reverse. Nobody was showing you mercy. There was no knight in shining armor coming in to save you. So you had to go through some sort of transformation by yourself. And it was stressing you out. Child, look at you, boo-hoo-hooing. So somebody's in regret, they're mourning, they're stressed out. And it looked like, just like I said, there was nobody coming to rescue you. Eight of Wands is in reverse with the Sun in reverse. So now you're starting to get more unhappy because there's nobody that you feel like you could even explain this to that would even probably feel like what you got going on is even worthy of the investment. You see what I'm saying? So it's like now you feeling more out of alignment, stressing out more, and it's just making you feel more depressed because you got this idea, you can't communicate it, and somebody here is like you ain't got nobody coming in. So I ain't got no knight in shining armor. Nobody's treating me with mercy. I'm experiencing all this unhappiness, and I am stressed out. What am I going to do? What am I going to do? Let's talk about the Five of Pentacles in reverse. Five of Pentacles in reverse is being clarified. Five of Pentacles in reverse is being clarified. By the Magician in reverse. The King of Swords in reverse. And the Ace of Swords is in reverse. Child. This is, you want to come out the cold so bad. Somebody wants to come out the cold so very, very bad. Hey, Donna, how you doing? I'm going to give her one more chance. JP, we're going to give her a chance. Jermaine. Let's see. I don't normally do that, but sometimes I do. Spirit just said give you a chance. So I'm going to give you a chance. Now, Five of Pentacles in reverse. The Magician here is in reverse. The King of Swords is in reverse. The Ace of Swords is in reverse. You started to really lose hope, child. Good night. You want to come out the cold so bad. But you started to feel like you weren't going to meet your goals. The Magician's in reverse. How am I going to meet my goals? See, when you're the Magician in the upright, you feel like you got all the tools you need to get your job done. But when you're in reverse, it's like you feeling like, do I even have all it takes for me to get this thing off the ground? And so it's like all you keep feeling like is, dang, man, I'm just experiencing endings. And if starting to wonder, like, is this thing ever going to get off the ground? Or am I going to have this permanent ending? That's with the Ace of Swords. So you're wondering, are you going to have a permanent ending? Okay. Now, that being said, it's looking like, but you kept feeling like in your soul, by any means necessary, I got to get out the cold. I'm not meeting my goals, and everything seems to keep happening. I don't have nobody coming in and helping me, and I don't have enough, but it's something inside of me that is feeling like by any means necessary, I have got to birth this thing. Got to. This idea I have in my head, I am going to have to hold it in my hands some kind of way, any kind of way. I have got to do it. I have got to bring it out. Now, Jermaine, I don't know if you're still here, but if you are, please say something. Because Spirit said, I know what you meant when you said you want your Boaz. I know what you meant. Okay. I don't know about you. You seem like you clowning. Okay. I know what you meant. So we be on it with these trolls. And I have to get my Bible thumpers who think I don't believe in God. Because this ain't the place. But I know what you meant when you said you wanted Boaz. I got you. No, it's okay, JP to God. Now, I'm going to tell you, like that last one I just deleted. I don't even want to say his name. But these ones with these weird names like this, sometimes they'll say hello, but then they'll want me to say their name and give them. I know what you meant, Jermaine. Like this one right here, I already knew he was playing, so he had to go. So say it like, what's up, Mo M? Yeah, I know you was a woman. Spirit said, not her. I heard them. They told me to unblock you. I unblocked you. I do as I'm told. All right, Spirit. Let's get 5 cards out here. So you want to reverse your tower, but again, you weren't being shown mercy. So you looking like, how am I going to reverse the tower if ain't nobody pouring into my cup? So you wondering, is God going to have somebody to come back, and are you going to have somebody to come back and apologize? Is somebody going to come back into my life and make something right? Because my cup is on E. So you're wondering, is God going to have a plan here to send somebody back into your life to give you like some sort of apology to make something right, because the cup is on E here. Is somebody gonna come in quickly that I don't know about, God? Is there like some secret that I don't, that's getting ready to be released? Like you gonna, boom, surprise, here's your person that's gonna come in as your knight in shining armor to help you. Is that what's gonna happen? So you didn't know what the plan was. So you were wondering, well, maybe God gonna send somebody to reverse the tower, and so my cup is not on E. Listen, on nights like this, do you need some help, JP? Do you want some help? Because I can help you. Because I'm real fast. I'm real fast. Okay, you got it. All right. What's up, Matt Phelps? Now, remember I said, so you're wondering if the plan had changed. Like, well, God, are you going to reverse the tower? Is somebody going to suddenly get their marbles and come back in and apologize and make stuff right? And then it was looking like, so you're thinking that maybe something is not over after all. I don't know. Maybe you thought somebody from your past something was not going to be over after all, and they was going to come back with some good senses and make something right and show you love after like treating you some kind of way. That ain't what was getting ready to happen though. I can tell you that now. Temperance is in reverse. This person was not going to come in and balance things out for you. They just wasn't. They were not. Somebody was going to treat you like you was an empress in reverse. Child, you were not getting nothing off the ground. This person was not coming back to help you alchemize. They wanted to see you as the empress in reverse. This is what this person was doing. They wanted to see you as the empress in reverse. They weren't showing you love. So you're thinking maybe somebody is going to come in that wasn't pouring into your cup, and maybe they're going to have a change of heart and pour into your cup. But that's not what happened. Six of Cups is in reverse. This person from your past, they weren't going to give you nothing but heartbreak, pain, despair, and hate. Six of Cups is in reverse. Hate, pain, and despair. So somebody here was not going to come in and treat you worthy at all. This person was even talking to you crazy and lying to you. So you're wondering, was this person like going to get struck by the lightning of God, I guess, and get their good senses? And God said, no, this person's still not going to come in and treat you right. They still going to lie to you. They still going to talk to you crazy, and they're going to give you hate, pain, and despair. So now you're sitting here wondering like, well, God, I got this idea and I keep feeling like by any means necessary, I got to birth this thing. What am I going to do? Ain't no money here. What am I supposed to do? Now you starting to feel like your hands are tied. Okay, your hands are tied, clearly, collective. So what are we going to do? What are we going to do? Hey, Ramona. Oh, is that your real name? Are you a tarot reader? I like that name. Let me be your energy oracle. That's a nice name. Welcome to I Am the Light. Are you a reader? Ooh, child. Good night, collective. Good night. So you got to wondering, was this person gonna come back and reverse the tower, right? No. No. This person is not going to reverse your tower. Not in the least bit with the Ten of Cups here in reverse. Child. Somebody was not looking at you like you was a happily ever after. No, they was not gonna come back and partner with you. And no, they are not coming to work with you, period. Eight of Pentacles. So you sitting here looking like, well, dog, how am I going to get released from being an empress in reverse? I got this idea. I'm an empress. Now, you might even have thought you're not, and I'm going to be honest, this is not the type of empress that just wants to sit on their behind, because you do you got something that you want to get out here, but it's not, you wonder, how am I going to birth this? Ain't no money to birth it. Ain't nobody coming in as the knight in shining armor. Ain't nobody trying to communicate with me. So it's almost like, even though you don't want to be isolated as the hermit, it's almost feeling like you are. So now you like, well, how am I going to get released from being an empress in reverse? If ain't nobody going to let their guard down towards me. Because see, somebody here was not nice to you. So you thinking, well, how's it if this person don't come in and be nice all of a sudden and let their guard down and stop being hateful, then how am I going to do this? So this is almost looking like somebody was looking towards the past, and God said, you need to divert your attention back on over here and look up, baby. And look up, baby. You looking over here looking towards the past, but the past did not have your answer clearly. The past was not the answer. You were not, if this person came back to you, they were not going to show you any love with the 8 of Cups in reverse. King of Cups is in reverse. Emperor in the upright. This person had already decided that they did not want to help you. Whoever this person was that you thought might help you. This person was a King of Cups in reverse. This is somebody who will leave you when the tough gets going. This person had already left you when the tough got going. And so you're like, well, is this person who left when the tough got going, are they going to come back in and help all of a sudden? And then it was like, oh, Lord. Now, that's not what's going to happen. That is not, are they going to come back in, God? As the Emperor in the upright, are they going to come back and try to take their position and boss up and be the leader that I thought that they were going to be? Is this person going to take responsibility and lead and show me the way out and help me as an emperor? Because you right now, you know, if you are Empress in reverse, this person is looking at you like you can't get up off your feet, right? But see, like there's 2 different types of empresses in reverse. There's the one who is a pampered princess who don't want to work at all, just God-forsaken lazy. And then there's the Empress in reverse who just happens to be there because something happened and all you need is a leg up. And honey, you're going to take the ball and run with it. So you're thinking, well, if this person comes back and help me, then clearly I'll take the ball. I will run to the finish line. This person's going to come and help me, right? Nope, they're not going to help you. 7 of Wands is in reverse. This person was going to leave you out here defeated. They weren't going to help you at all. And so this person who you thought was going to take the swords out of your back was not going to do that. They really are just that mean. They did show up as the 6 of Cups and the Queen. 6 of Cups reversed with the Queen of Swords reversed. This person's mean as hell. Emotionally, mentally abusive, terrible with their speech, and they lie. This person is stone cold an asshole. You dealing with a stone cold bitch or a stone cold asshole. If it's a man, he was dealing with a real bitchy ass woman whose mouth was toxic as hell. And same thing, ladies, you was dealing with some man that was completely mean as all hell. And they were not here to help you look like everything in your world was going to be fine. No, they was not coming to take swords out your back. They was going to continue to leave you out here defeated. So on one hand, you was wondering, well, okay, well, this person has empered up. So this person, as much as even though they are the King of Cups and they weren't really helping you, you're like, but they're in the position to help me because clearly they got some sort of money here. An emperor has money. So you're thinking, well, they got the money to help, but God is saying, but they ain't helping you. So now you really looking crazy. You really out here looking crazy. Like, what is going on? What's up, Tammy? How you doing? What's up, Claudine? Yeah, they out here because this message, I'm telling you, anytime I have a big message for the collective as a whole, for the light workers, child, they always come out heavy. They always come out heavy. It's like 40 of y'all that need to hit the like button, please, and thank you. Double tap your screens for me. Please double tap your screen and hit the like button. Knight of Swords is in the upright. 3 of Wands is in reverse. Strength is in the upright. 2 of Pentacles is in the upright. And the Moon is in reverse. So, you now starting to see that this person that you thought at first was going to come back, they did not. This person actually rushed towards you like a bat out of hell to sabotage everything between the two of y'all. Somebody self-sabotaged the entire thing. They didn't just leave you to carry the weight of everything. When the tough guy going leave, this person self-sabotaged the entire dynamic. And God said, okay, listen, this person is going to self-sabotage you. But now I need you to ground your energy. I need you to get control of yourself. I need you, even if this person self-sabotage you, it's time for you to like stop being ungrounded. Get control over yourself with strength here. You're going to have to get control over yourself if you want to get control over your finances. Because right now you juggling financially and you juggling emotionally, Empress, in reverse. Now, I don't believe you're supposed to be an Empress in reverse. You're just looking because you are trying to get out of something. You're just looking for a leg up. But Spirit is saying in order for you to get this leg up, you're going to have to get control over this. That means you got to breathe and ground your energy. Why do you need to ground your energy? Because you can't hear from God until you do. You can't see the way out until you do. Have y'all ever tried to think of a plan when you're anxious? Can't happen. Can you be bouncing off the wall? It's just like you got anxiety, your stress is up, your heart is beating real fast. Your thoughts are not consistent. So you got to gain control over you and breathe through it. So you had to learn how to ground because right now you're juggling upside down. And so it became very apparent with the moon here in reverse. With the moon here in reverse, this person was quick to sabotage you. So this person you was quickly learning that this was not your friend. This person did not love you. This Emperor in reverse, this person didn't love you or like you, nor did they talk to you like they loved to like you. And so now you starting to see things for what it was. That's another thing that happens when you gain control over yourself. When you can ground your energy and you get calm and you going with the flow, now you can start seeing stuff. Now your third eye is working. Now you looking at all the signs. Now you can take yourself out. It's almost like being able to look at stuff from a Queen of Swords or a King of Swords position. Now I can really break it all down. This person is not nice to me. This person's not talking to me right. This person left me when I needed them. This person's not coming back. In fact, this person's quickly trying to do more stuff to sabotage me. This person don't like me at all. In fact, truth be told, they don't even love me, nor do they see me as a friend. So now that you have calmed yourself, now you're starting to see the bigger picture. Let's talk about it. What's up, Adrian? How you doing? What's up, Chris? This person quickly left you in a one-sided situation. And you realize that they weren't coming back. Six of Swords, this is somebody who left you in a one-sided situation. They were not going to come back because they was trying to sabotage. You realize that, listen, even though the Six of Swords is in reverse, like somebody's going back, this person is not going to come back. This was not going to be the new start that you thought it was. No, they ain't coming back. They're not going to save you. They're not going to get you out of this. This person was hoping to leave you with nothing. They didn't care if you had a dime to your name. This Nine of Pentacles, normally when I read the Nine of Pentacles, I talk about somebody want to attach you. Not in this case. This person didn't want you to have nothing. I mean, they literally left you with nothing. You're an Empress reverse and a Nine of Pentacles in reverse, 10 of Pentacles in reverse. Honey, you didn't have 2 dimes, 2 pennies to rub together. Somebody was what I would call that broke. So now you feel like, child, you quickly starting to see that, like, okay, this is not a very fair situation I'm in. I am severely upside down. I got this idea that I need to get off the ground by any means necessary. But I'm dealing with somebody who's a hothead that don't love me at all, that's not going to reach back and help me at all, that is self-sabotaging the entire relationship and left me by myself, put me in a one-sided situation. It is starting to feel like life is treating you quite unjustly. Now, what you gonna do about it, though? What's up, Ramona? Oh, you welcome, Adrian. What's up, Kathy? How you doing? Y'all please hit the like button if you have not. Double tap your screen for me. So not only did you find out that this person was not going to help you, they was talking reckless to you. You found out, remember I said this person didn't love you? Now the cards went out there. I was going off of intuition, but spirit just confirmed it. This person didn't love you. They didn't want to partner with you. In fact, they had you in third party situations. This person didn't give a damn about your heart. They didn't care about you having heartbreak, pain, or despair. This person did not care nothing about you. And it was like, once you calmed yourself down, you now really seeing it. Oh, child, this person's out here sleeping with everybody. Ace of Wands and the upright next to the Three of Swords. This person was out here having sex with lots of third parties, creating all kinds of heartbreak and pain for you. And now you can't ignore it that this person was part of your problem on why you had burdens. Now you see it. Somebody's mask fell off. So it's not that this person just left you with no money, but this person was causing your emotional upset. And you see it now because the Two of Swords is in reverse. So them blindfolds that's covering them eyes, when it's in reverse, it done came off. So now you seeing the truth for what it really is. This person don't give a damn if you, and let me tell you something, you might have looked out for this person. You know, a lot of times when I read this for y'all have looked out for these people that have turned their back on you. And so you're expecting them to do the same in just for you. Well, I've looked out for you, so you're going to help me, right? And then you find out, no, this ride or die is not a ride or die, honey. This is somebody who will leave you out here to die and not bat an eye. This was not a ride or die for you. This was every man for himself. They did not give a damn about your heart, your feelings, your finances. They did not care that they left you out here carrying every damn wand by yourself and struggling. This person does not like you. They do not love you. They absolutely hate you. Because they doing everything they can to let you know that. And I hate to say it like that because, you know, sometimes I get a few of y'all that'll jump in here and ask me, does my person like me? Well, honey, I'm going to need you to start going off of how you feel. When you cry, do they give a damn? When they break your heart, do they care? When you say, hey, I'm drowning, do they come back and offer you a hand? No, this person didn't. This person was talking to you like it was a stone cold bitch. They didn't care if they lied to you. They didn't care that they was having sex behind your back. This person didn't give a damn about you. So guess what that means? They weren't that into you in the least bit. So what you thought was a happy situation, this is one of those, I'm smiling in your face, but I'm stabbing you in your back because I don't really give a damn about you anyway. So they went on. So this person went on. And now you see it for what it is. Now you see it for what it is. And I'm sorry if that hurt any of y'all's feelings because I'm not trying to. Everybody's on a different timeline. I'm not trying to trigger you. So if that hurt your feelings, I'm sorry. Now you realizing that this person, they do too much. They was doing so much backstabbing behind your back. This person, see, I said earlier in the reading it's one thing for somebody to cheat on you. It's another thing for somebody to leave you when you need the most. Like, you don't need help. Like, you're not even human. Like, they don't care about you at all. I'm out here doing things behind your back. And so now you realize that this has to go. Death. I gotta put an end to this, honey. This right here. This will kill me. This person has third parties. It's causing me all kinds of heartbreak, pain, upset, and despair. I have got to put an end to this third party thing. There can't be no love if somebody's trying to do stuff behind my back and have me in one-sided situations. Oh, no, I got to put an end to this. So now you starting to see things. And so now, even though you got this thing you're trying to get off the ground, you got to clean up some emotional baggage first. That's number one. So you can get your mind back in the game. Okay? So you realize very quickly that you had to put an end to this marriage here with the Four of Wands. You was gonna have to put it, you gonna have to end it. I'm gonna have to end this. Stability or not. So you know how sometimes, and I hate to say it, and listen, there are times when people, God give me the right words. Well, sometimes some people are so desperate that they step out of their character and they beg somebody to come back to help them. You were not going to do that. You were willing to sacrifice stability and this person to put an end to this. Some people will beg. Well, what am I going to do without you? And they cry and they humble themselves and they literally beg somebody to stay, even if this person's cheating on them, because they don't feel like they can survive without it. But if you decide that you're going to go with death and you're going to sacrifice the relationship, this is you taking a huge leap of faith. You know that, right? Because you're saying, I'm going to end this whether you bring stability or not. Even if this person has stability, I'm going to put an end to this relationship. And so you're going to get up and quickly do something about this. You're like, hey, I can't be closed off. I'm going to have to do something. You know, when I say closed off, you can't ignore the problem. You can't pretend you don't see it. You're going to have to ignore. You can't just sit here and just be like, oh no, I'm just going to sit behind this wall and pretend I don't see these problems. No, baby, you're going to have to get up and do something. Because this person was out here wilding out. Somebody was wilding out. And y'all know how I feel about a night. If you watch me on a regular basis, you know how I feel about my Knight of Wands in reverse. Some people have two kings fall on top of each other to represent, oh, somebody get down with the swirly swirl. Somebody is sexually fluid. I don't know if you knew that. This person who didn't give a damn about your feelings, oh, they sexually fluid. So now you got another thing getting ready to smack you in your face, to hit your heart one more again. So it wasn't enough that they didn't want to help you. It wasn't enough that this person had third parties. Now, some of y'all didn't just find out the lady or your fella, they get down with the entire community of men and women. That had to hurt. And so now you realizing like, oh, hell no. I have got to get up and do something. I got to put an end to this. Death. Ain't no way in hell. Child, ain't nobody trying to die. No. This person is out here giving out. They are wild with it, child. Somebody is out here being real reckless with their sexual energy. They giving it to everybody. Anybody who wants some, getting some. They're very impulsive. Like a high schooler who just realized that they dang-a-lang or they vagina work and they horny as all hell. Honey, like a dog in heat that can't sit down. This is damn near a sexual addiction. And you realize, oh no, I can't be a part of that. Death. Finances or not, I just struggle. I'll struggle my way through. But I can't put up with this. Okay, I'm not about to put up with this. So it's like you decided that you were not going to be a part of nobody's third party because that would just lead to a lot of problems. Wheel of Fortune in reverse. If I stay in a third party situation with somebody who is out here reckless like this is going to lead to death. So this is going to end up some bad luck for me. Somewhere down the road, I could get an STD or something. Something can happen. Death is on top of up under the Wheel of Fortune in reverse. So you had to leave. Oh, no, I can't be a part of no third party situations. I love me too much. So, no. Let me get me out of this. Let me get me out of this. Let me take the swords out of my own damn back. I don't give a damn if I don't get nothing off the ground when it comes to a pinnacle with this person or not. I have to save my health. Because what good? You can't get up if you dead. You can't fix your finances if you ain't here to live by it. You know, if you can't get up, you can't get up. You dead, what you gonna do? It's better to keep your life and you'll figure out the money another kind of way. You cannot be with somebody who is this sexually reckless. You really shouldn't be with anybody who got multiple third parties, whether they all opposite sex options or not. It doesn't matter. If somebody is out here wilding out like this, that's too much swapping of the juices, child. Somebody can pick up something and you ain't trying to die. So guess what? And that's exactly what you saying. I ain't trying to have bad luck and end up dead. So let me just remove myself from any third party situation. Oh no, I don't care about this person coming and giving me a pinnacle or not. I better save myself. I'm out of here. So you saved yourself. So somebody decided they was just going to save themselves. See, oh my God, Rodney. Ew. See, that's what I'm saying. It's like, listen. I appreciate those y'all who are bisexual that know you upfront with it and you healthy with your stuff. But this person, honey, they was full of secrets. But see, them secrets was coming out because the high priestess was in reverse. So that means the secrets was getting ready to come up out the closet. Somebody what they was really down with. And that was too much for some of y'all. Listen, you be bisexual all you want to, but you better be healthy and with your sexual practices. Eight of Swords is in reverse. Six of Pentacles is in the upright. Queen of Pentacles is in reverse. The Hierophant is in reverse. And the Four of Swords is in the upright. Now, you decided to listen. If I get rid of the third parties, I come out my mental prison. If I'm not a part of whatever this person has going on. See, remember, this person, you need to come out of chaos and conflict. You were going through the dark night of the soul. You was already in the Nine of Swords. You got anxiety. You got this idea. You got problems going on financially. Money ain't where it need to be. You got this thing. You ain't got enough money to get nothing off the ground. This person is supposed to help you. They're not helping you. They're wilding out. They're having sex with everybody in the community. And now you have the possibility, if you continue to have sex with this person and keep them in your life, now they can take you down a road you just don't want to go down. So you got to have some kind of peace of mind. You had to gain control of yourself. Remember that strength in the upright? Remember I said it was like Spirit was saying gain control over yourself. You had to tame the beast within. And you had to let this person go to come out of your mental prison. And now, you know this person wasn't going to give to you. Right? You had to realize that there was not going to be any equal give and take in this situation with this person. If you used to give to this person, you give gifts to this person, you knew you had to stop. But this person is out here giving their cookies to anybody who wants them. People who might not even be worthy or on a level of having their cookies. But they giving out gifts. Here, you want a cookie? You can have a cookie. And so you had to be like, nah, baby, let me get myself up out this middle prison since you giving out cookies. And let me just start looking out for me. Queen of Pentacles is in reverse. So now instead of trying to look out for this person, because some of y'all may have and thought that this person was going, like I said, some of y'all thought that this was your ride or die. But this person was not treating you like you was a ride or die. They weren't giving you equal give and take. They out here giving out cookies to everybody else. So you had to make an executive decision that, you know what, when it comes to finances, I need to look out for me now. Because I ain't really got that much. So if I'm going to come out the cold, remember what I said earlier? I said something about somebody was going to have to stop overindulging on their spending. That means I got to stop giving to other people, and I'm going to have to stop. I'm going to have to stop giving money to anybody else. I'm going to have to look out for me, and I'm going to have to stop overspending my damn self. And if I'm going to get out of the cold. So now you're going to look out for you. Queen of Pentacles is in reverse. And you have decided that, you know what? I'm cool on relationships. I'm going to have to leave this person behind. I'm cool on relationships. Hierophant in reverse. I'm going to just have to worry about myself right now. Do my own thing. And put an end to relationships. because before I end up sick dealing with this person. So you had to go into the Four of Swords. The Four of Swords is like putting the final nail in the coffin. This relationship is over. There will not be no more redoing it. So it's like you had to come to the realization. And it hurt some of y'all. Some of y'all cried. Some of y'all was on the bed like, I can't believe they out here acting like this. I can't believe all this is going on. I can't believe this person, when they mask fell off, that this is who I'm really dealing with. A selfish, mean ass, cheating, free for all. And it made you sick to your stomach sometimes, some of the stuff you was finding out about this person. But you realized that you had to put the final nail in the coffin and isolate yourself and end the relationship and not look back. You had to. Had to. Seven of Swords is in, excuse me, Seven of Cups is in reverse. Six of Wands is in the upright. King of Wands is in reverse. The Chariot is in reverse. And Three of Pentacles is in reverse. You realize that, listen, this person was not going to choose you as their only option. This person likes attention from everybody. They give out their cookies to everybody. This person was not looking at you. Like it, you know, I'm not gonna lie. It makes sense on why you was looking like this. In the bed, like, oh my God. Like, so now you looking at the bigger picture of all the times this person probably came in late, gave you excuses, ghosted you, be gone for a certain period of time. Now you looking like, I wasn't the only one all this time. And it probably made some of y'all sick to your stomach when you really broke it down. So when they was with their homegirl or their homeboy, such and such did say that was a little strange, them trying to go over there. Did they leave your house to go move in with somebody? Did they have babies on you? Child, when you start, when the lid came off, pop, you know them things where you turn it, and then that little thing pop out. That's what some of y'all was getting. That shit popped out and you was like, good God. You did not realize like how many people, you was not the only one. And it started being like, damn, this person gets a lot of attention from a lot of people. Yep, a jack in the box, Alyssa. So now you realize this person get a lot of attention. In fact, and this person tends to go towards anybody who look like they got a bag. So what are you doing? You jumping from person to person based on money? So you won't help me, but if this person look like they got some sort of status or money, you'll jump to them. So they treat you like you ain't never been no damn empress. Like you'll never get back on your feet. So now you like looking at stuff. Now remind you, you got these ideas you want to get off the ground, but you got to take care of some emotional stuff first because you can't put your head in the game to be the one until you take care of this right here. So you had to get yourself grounded. And the first thing was you had to face the fact of who you was dealing with. You was dealing with a deceiver, a liar, a snake, a cheat, somebody who didn't give no damns about you. And this person will go back to whoever had the money. Whoever has the bag, whoever has the status, that's who they go back to. And that's who they go partner themselves with. And you realize that you cannot be a part of nobody's third party. This will never be somebody you could build wealth with. So now you starting to realize, because God is opening up that third eye, because now you done grounded your energy. The person that you thinking gonna save you will never save you. This person is a wild thing. And you probably like, we was together. They didn't seem like they had none of this in them. Wow, honey, straight for the streets. You didn't realize your person was out here giving away community dang-a-lang of vagina behind your back. Some of y'all thought y'all was in real good monogamous relationships and you had no idea. King of Pentacles is in reverse. Page of Swords is in the upright with the Hanged One in reverse. So the King of Pentacles is in reverse. So now you're realizing that this person was never going to give to you and they was never going to choose you as their one. Because now it's making sense. Okay, they get a lot of attention. They have a lot of sexual energy. And so now with the Page of Swords in the upright now the cat is out the bag. In other words, you see it for what it is. You know what I'm saying? So now you got some new ideas about what you're dealing with. And with the Hanged One in reverse, it's like God cut your light on. Bing! Now you see what's going on. Now you see why you have to let this person go. So now you can move on. Now, this is the first part of y'all's story. So the first thing you had to do, collective, since you are the one, you had to recognize that this person, this past person, was not designed to save you. This person did not have nothing to save you at all. This person did not want to save you. They didn't want to help you. This really was not your person. This person wasn't even acting like your person. This person really didn't like you, truth be told. Because I have seen people be like, you know, you friends before you lovers. So you at least help your friend. And then you realize, oh, this person don't like me at all. They don't care nothing about me. Spirit, I heard lantern. Which one is that? Is that this one? Yeah. So now we're going to go into the lantern oracle. Now we're going to get to the part 2 about you being the one. Are you the one? For this person, that answer was no. You're not the one. I like them all, and you ain't it. Are you the one? Not for this person, you wouldn't. Maybe for guys, you might be. But for this person, you are not the one. What you say, Scaro? Mondijar. He got like 14. Damn, 14 baby mamas? Oh, child. Oh, no. That is crazy. Ooh, that is, ooh, God. Oh, that's doing too much, child. Good night. 14 baby mamas. I don't think I've ever heard nothing so crazy. 14 baby mamas. Yeah, we said 14. 14. Ooh, that's doing too much. What's up, Cheese? How you doing? I love cheddar. You know, I always wonder. Now, Cheese, why do you go by Cheese on here when your name is really just Shadow Man? Kind of got a funny name, but then your other name is Shadow Man. Hey, John from England. How you doing, babe? Now, these cards are new. So, Spirit, come on, help me. What you got for the collective by way of Holy Spirit? What you got for the collective by way of Holy Spirit? Ooh. Y'all, that is too many. That's too many kids. You realize something about this person, collective, that this person has a radical curiosity. And the reason why I say radical curiosity is because it says here, seeing as though for the first time, this person, it's like, I think you really realize that you were really seeing somebody for the first time. You know how like you think you know somebody, but then you realize it's like, damn, I really didn't know you at all. And so now with radical curiosity, it's like you're realizing that you didn't know the person, and this person they have a fetish or a curiosity that you ain't enough, baby. You will never be enough. And they probably made you feel like you wasn't enough. Have y'all ever did something for somebody and you just felt like it was not enough? And you going, I do damn near everything. I would make an excellent husband and wife. What's wrong with you? You wasn't enough. And so then it's like here with voice. Now, this Spirit, I'm going to hold this one. Well, Spirit, I'm going to use this card twice. It says here with voice, it says, remember I said you had them creative ideas that deep down inside you got to get out. I said somebody was meant to use their voice. It says you are here to be known, to speak, and to be seen. You are radically different, child. You dance to the beat of your own drum. You have a voice. But it also, you see how her crown is lit up. There's something here about your voice. Something within you. It comes deep down from within in that crown chakra. God was giving you ideas and you knew you had to use your voice, but you also had to see this person for who they were, because you had to, this person has, you had some sort of distorted perceptions of who you was dealing with. It says the reality is rarely what we were raised to believe it is. So now you're starting to see this person differently. Some of y'all realize that these people, some of y'all people were not as spiritual as you thought that they were. It's almost as though they were false prophets. Some of y'all have started to see that these people were not as kind as you thought that they were. You know, maybe I remember seeing this girl once going, oh my God, thank you so much for looking out for me. You are so kind. I bought you something. And I'm thinking that this person had a nice bone in their body. Child, no, they don't. They don't. It was a distorted perception. And so it was like God had to show you, and you had to start listening to the voice within, that when God was lighting up your crown chakra and say, hey, this is a distorted perception that you have. Things are not as they seem. You see how it's like this girl is here, but she can't see anything that is around her. So it was like God had to come in and melt the mask for you with melting mask. It was like you had to allow spirit to shine through the many roles, okay, that this person was playing. That mask had to melt off, and God had to show you all the different roles this person was playing. This person probably has a different face for every person they deal with. Excuse me. And so now you see it. Now you see it. Have I spoke to you, Reyes Diaz? How you doing, boo? It's always somebody coming in here acting a fool. What's up, Empress Insights? This is sad. Spirit, you got anything you want to say about radical curiosity? Spirit said that when you found out about all the things that this person was into and all their curiosity and all like stuff that they was into, you had no idea. Spirit said for you though, it took you had to go into, remember I said you had to gain control over that lion? You had to gain strength of vulnerability. It said your true power lied at the root of a perceived weakness. Some of y'all thought that this shit might just break your heart, break you in two, and break your finances. And God said, no, baby, there was a strength in your vulnerability, but you had to get to the root. So it was like this was destined for some of y'all to go through. So if you had a hard time and it seemed like, God, what is happening? It felt like your whole world was crashing down financially and emotionally. Spirit said, you was right where you needed to be. Because it was getting to the root of the matter. So there was going to be some strength. You was going to find some strength in all of this. In the time where you are the most vulnerable, you're going to find out that you are way stronger than you thought that you were. Uh-oh. Now it's looking like now we might be talking to my light workers now. Hey, Ann. I know that's right. Child. Too many, Spirit. And I know these cards are new, y'all. You see the deck, so y'all got to bear with it. Clarify voice. Spirit said, now it's time for you to use your voice. You are here to be known, so it's time for you to speak and to be seen. It's time for you to move forward. The first step was taken with you being still. Woo! I'm getting a cold chill. Oh, Spirit. Spirit said the very first thing that you needed to do to be able to get your voice back was to move forward. Do you see how this girl is looking forward towards the sun? You see how she's moving forward towards the sun? You had to, first of all, stop looking back and go down the path of the unknown and follow the divine. And the divine was leading you. There goes that bird in the sky. I always tell y'all about them hawks, baby. Them hawks. They'd be like, God is watching over you in the shadows and saying, follow me. So now it's time for you to move forward. And I seen that orb that went past me. It was saying you had to take the first step. And the first step was peace. Be still. I need you to ground your energy, baby. Because now I'm about to turn on some gifts. Once you got still, you could get quiet. Now you can see things for exactly what it is. The distortions are starting to fall away. The truth is starting to smack you. And I'm not going to lie. For some of y'all, it felt like you was being KO'd. Like a lot. Boom, 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 boom. The truth, when it was hitting you, it was like, oh God, my heart, good God. But God was sitting there saying, but you're not by yourself. See how it looks like you see one person, but there's a bird watching this person go forward. That's you. The first step was going within. And that was how you was starting to build your strength. You had to get still. You had to go into stillness. Spirit clarified distorted perceptions. Yep, be still and know that I am God. I love it. I love it, Courtney. I love it. Clarify distorted perceptions. I don't know if I'm holding them too tight, Spirit, or what. Oop, thank you. With distorted perceptions, it said the next thing you needed to do was accountability. Responsibility is a gift of love to yourself and others. You had to take, listen, with distorted perceptions, you had to realize that, listen, not only did you have distorted perceptions about who this person was and you didn't see them for who they were, you had to take accountability for your role in your story. What did I just say? You had to do what? Take responsibility for your role in your story. Who are you? How did you get here? How did you get to the point? Thank you for the $5 super chat, baby. My Rodney. That's one of my boos. I'm trying to like it with my fat finger. It never does. I don't know why I can't ever like the dang old thing. I'm sorry, Rodney. I'm trying. I don't know why. There you go. So a lot of times when people go through things like that, they can become a victim. They start blaming the person. Look at what you did to me. Look at what you did. See how they hurt me? I can't do nothing. The reason I ain't got it is because they did this. No, baby. You have to own your part of your story. How did you come to get in this position where this person even thought that they could treat you this way? How is it that you missed these distorted perceptions about this person? How did you not know that they was wearing a mask? What did you go along with that made them think that you was just a free-for-all that they could walk all over? Now you have to look at you. You have to pick up your stuff, your shit, and carry it and look at you for who you are and how you came to get into this position. You can't just point the finger at them. See, a lot of times when we get into, listen, y'all, and I have been there, and for those of y'all who be like, you don't understand, I have been an abused person. I have been in domestic violence situations. Child, you can't tell me. I don't know. I have been there. You can't say, well, you don't understand. I lost my person. I am a widow. I have been there. Well, you don't understand. I'm out here by myself. I'm by myself, child. My closest family is 9 hours away. You can't tell me I don't understand. There's a reason why I sit in this seat. Child, I understand a lot of stuff that a lot of people have been through. I'm a single mama. I am too, baby. I got a deadbeat baby daddy. My son's father's a deadbeat. Ain't laid eyes on that boy since he been born. I have been there. So you have to take accountability for your story, even if it hurts. And when you do that, it does hurt. Because when you point the finger back at yourself, you have to look yourself at your shadow self. The good, the bad, and the ugly. And you have to look at where you went wrong. But that's what you did. And when you do that, believe it or not, that is a gift to you yourself into other people. Because now, instead of you just blaming the finger at somebody else, you're fixing you. That is a hard thing to do. A lot of people do not like doing the shadow work because now you got to take accountability again for your role in your story. Let's talk about melting the mask. Spirit, clarify the melting mask, please. I like these cards. These are cute. Now, again, it says with the melting of the mask. This is funny to me. I just said something about being a widow. It says the presence of absence. This says, hold what is absence in the presence of your love. When this person's mask fell off, a lot of y'all, with the presence of their absence, only thing you had was memories. But you realize a lot of those memories were fake. They were distorted. They weren't even real. Because you didn't really know this real person. So in the presence of their absence, it's like now you had to go and be alone. This person's gone. You see them for what they are. And so now it's like here, you're thinking about your memories. Now, this lady is here. She's looking at old photos of her husband. Look like a grandbaby is here. There's pictures here, but she's sitting alone. So some of y'all had to go into hermit mode. You had to get by yourself in order to really see things for what it was. You had to get still. But even though you was being still and facing forward, God was watching over you, showing you the light, the way in which to walk. But you had to go into hermit mode and really examine all your memories in the presence of absence, meaning everybody's gone. Now it's just you. Now you got time. I tell you all the time, most people don't want to sit here. She ain't watching TV. Ain't no music playing. Ain't no YouTubing. This is just you and God, baby. Sitting here feeling it. Going through the dark night of the soul, remembering things, going through stuff, your thoughts with a fine-tooth comb. So you can take the mask off and really look and examine things for what it is. You know what I'm saying? What's up, AJ Peterson? Have I said hey to you, Tammy? I can't remember. Y'all gotta forgive me. And y'all please excuse the little haters that keep coming in here ruining the message because they want attention. Trying to tell me I ain't of God, but not knowing that I've been anointed. Child, I know what I'm talking about. Get out of here. Reason why Spirit. Ooh, thank you, Spirit. One more. Ooh, dang, that shot out. Listen, Spirit needed you to get along. Do you know why? Because you had you're a very trusting person, and you tend to trust tricksters. Do you see how innocent she looks? But what's she petting? That ain't no damn dog. And that dog is not about to be loyal. Honey, that is a fox. So it's looking like this person with trusting tricksters, it says the trickster's only power is your trust. You are always free to withdraw it. So once that mask came off, now you're starting to see that, hey, this person is not who I think they are. I can't trust this person. This person will never be loyal to me. And now you're realizing where the power lies. Honey, you are the power. Your presence is power. You're the things that you give your attention to. Where energy goes, energy flows. I can withdraw my power and I'm going to take it back. And that's exactly what you did. Are y'all still with me? What's going on here? Y'all still with me? Okay. So you had to let this person go. It says your power is your trust. And you took your trust back. Now you see this person for who it is. You withdrew. You thought you had a lawyer. Maybe you thought this was a dog, honey. No, this is a fox. This is somebody who's a trickster. You was trusting a trickster, a person wearing a mask, somebody who was lying to you from the get-go. And some of these people, and I know it hurt because some of y'all have known these people for years. I knew my husband almost 18 years. And the stuff that I found out about that man, it hurt because it felt like it broke every memory I had going all the way back to when I was 18 years old. You talking about almost 20 years worth of memories down the drain. And then I thought that I had gotten, that this would never happen to me again. And then I meet somebody else and I've known them for 5 years and come to find out I had put my trust in what I thought was somebody who was supposed to be my divine partner. Child had lied to me for 5 years. I didn't know this person at all. It happens. But your power lies in your trust and you could take it back. Where energy goes, energy flows. Take your energy back. And the moment that you took your energy back, it was like God came in and gave you a key and a light of true intimacy. Let's talk about it. Ooh. It says here, look. It says, intimate love is a core need to be met in relation to ourselves and those that are closest to us. Intimate love. It's a core need. You need this. The journey to intimacy often includes learning what love is not. Did you catch what I just said? The key to learning intimacy is you have to understand what love is not. This was not love. This thing that looked like it was love would have stole everything from right up under your nose. And so God had to show you what real intimacy looked like by showing you what love was not. So now when you draw close to me, honey, now you going to hold tight. You see how she got that cord wrapped around her arm? This light damn near look like it looks like it's in the shape of a key almost, but she has it wrapped around. So now when you get real intimacy and you get this thing with the Most High, you ain't gonna let it go, honey. You're not gonna let it go because now God has cut your eyes on. So now you understand what being real intimacy looks like because you know what having your heart broke look like. You know what having somebody lie to you look like. So now when you draw close, you're going to wrap God around your hand and you're going to be like, I ain't letting you go for nothing. I'm not letting you go for nothing because you're going to show me the pathway out in the dark place. You see how here it looks like this dark. So the only thing you can hold on to is that light that God puts within you. And you got to hold fast to that. This is why now you can have the key to true intimacy because God had to show you what the fake looks like so you could understand when he shows you his real love, you will appreciate it and you will hold on to it. And maybe this time you won't let it go. Now it says the next step for you, baby, was this here. Remember I said you was facing forward, right? Why does this remind me of, what is that movie? Oh, Spirit, I'm singing in my head. They've done this on a couple of movies. I think they've done it on Stargate. And I think they did it on The Never Ending Story. Does anybody remember The Never Ending Story? The movie, The Never Ending Story about the boy who read the book and it was writing itself. And he found out that he was living the book as he was reading the book. Does anybody remember that? It was a movie from the 80s. It was so